Yeah, well, I started in the industry 30 odd years ago. I was an apprentice panel beater. The boss then had tow trucks. From there on we moved on forward, and then we ended up buying the business out 20 years ago and gradually progressed and built the towing business up a bit more than it was. We do a lot of transport with forklift moves and container removals, as well as breakdowns and hit recovery sort of things. So it's quite broad what we do with the variety of trucks we got. So we don't just concentrate on cars or just trucks, we across the board. We do a lot of breakdowns, so from cars, motorbikes, and then right through the transport of forklifts, container removals, rollers and things like that for the construction industry as well. We will go statewide, but generally in the south of the states where we do, but we do run statewide, carting stuff in from Devonport that's come on from the mainland and bringing down to Hobart, motorhomes and forklifts and stuff like that. For the last 7 years we won the TACC awards. When they come through they have a very selective criteria and boxes to tick when they come through. They go through operational procedures, safety procedures, training procedures, and they come right through the whole place, even down to testing and tagging of the cords for the computers in the office. So we obviously evolved into the Isuzu. We've done a lot of product research into parts and panels where drivers ding steps and things like that. And right across the board, you could go and buy a spare part if you need to without claiming insurance claim every time you bash a step. And that's where a lot of it came from. Yeah, we've had no complaints whatsoever from any of the drivers. They all like their bits and pieces, they like their shiny stuff. So if they want a shiny stuff or they want a visor or they want something, they all get it. And we generally try and keep them all similar so they look the same, so people recognise our trucks getting up the road. They appreciate them, they clean them, they all got their own trucks and they all look after their own trucks. So you can eat your dinner off the floor of any of them. General maintenance and greasing is done here, everything else is sent out. We've got a really good relationship with the Webster workshop as well as sales. So you make a phone call, and if we can generally book something in 2 or 3 days out with them, which works for them as well, we'll do that and they'll fit us in. But if we need something done straight away, they'll say bring it straight around. A lot more people on the road, a lot more vehicles on the road. We're coming into our busy periods of the summertime with a lot more tourists about and people getting out and about because the weather's better. So we're expecting really busy times, and we've just started gearing up for that now. We're getting gear, equipment and bits and pieces for over Christmas period where you can't buy something off the shelf over Christmas. We need to be looking after our own gear as well as the gear that we're towing on the back, because you've got someone else's pride and joy, which they're having a bad day because they've called us because they've broken down or had an accident. So you're dealing with people in situations where they're having a bad day, so drivers need to be able to communicate with that person on that sort of basis as well, rather than just be a towee. Fuel economy and efficiency is really good with them. We haven't had an issue with that. The DPD burn we like because we don't have the AdBlue thing to worry about. There's no failures with putting AdBlue in the fuel tanks and vice versa. So the DPD system, it does its own thing. You get into the Isuzus, a lot of stuff interchanges, a lot of bits and pieces you can interchange through the whole fleet that we've got. So it's just a multi-purpose. They suit the purpose, they ride well, they drive well, and we can jump in any one of them, turn the key and go anywhere in the state.